place away. Leave the city behind. We're on our way to find the skies.
Hey everyone, welcome to Trail Sage, and today we're reviewing the Hoka Speedgoat 3. I purchased this shoe probably about a few months back, and so far I have about 60 miles on them. And I don't love them, but I don't hate them either. I like them. I should say I'm coming from the Torrent, the Hoka Torrent, and absolutely love that shoe. It's a fantastic shoe, and this shoe is also very good. It's quite durable. As you can see, it has a nice overlay across the front. The cushioning is what you would expect from a Hoka. It's very, I would say it's pretty plush. I have a lot of rocks in my area, and while this shoe does not have a rock plate, the amount of cushioning that it offers you, you really don't feel any of the rocks or any kind of sticks coming up through. The sole is that Vibram sole that man, it's absolutely fantastic. It really grips to the rocks and the dirt and the roots. I haven't had a problem at all with traction. The lugs are, I wouldn't say they're ridiculously deep. I mean, there's certainly shoes out there with deeper lugs, but the lugs for what I'm doing, this is perfect. The laces are quite robust, and I absolutely love this. It really provides a good lockdown for the shoe, and I find once I tie them, they don't come undone. I don't have to keep retying them. Everything stays pretty snug. The mesh is thick. I mean, it's soft, but it's thick. So the problem that I have is it really doesn't breathe well. While you can use this shoe in the summer, if it gets past like 80 degrees or you have a really humid day, this shoe does not breathe very well, in my opinion. So what happens is you get really sweaty, and the shoe just holds the moisture. And that goes for if you're doing a trail run and you do a creek crossing, same thing. It's not going to release that water very well either. So just keep that in mind. The heel lockdown, fantastic. I wouldn't say this is a super cushion, but there's plenty of cushion around the heel and through the tongue. The tongue is semi-gusseted, so once you tie it down, it's really not going to move around too much, which I appreciate. I like that a lot. Again, I only have 60 miles in this shoe, but from what I can tell, this seems to be a very durable shoe, and you're going to pay a little bit of a weight penalty just because, you know, it's got that extra cushion. You got a ton of rubber on the underside, but maybe that's a good trade-off, right? So you're getting that extra durability, that extra protection, and maybe that's something that you're looking for. In terms of flexibility, I wouldn't say it's rigid, but it certainly isn't super flexible. I mean, you can see twisting it here, folding it. You're not going to get a lot of ground feel coming back through the shoe. So if that's the kind of shoe that you're looking for, something that's going to give you a lot of feedback, or you want to be able to feel the rocks or the terrain that you're going over, this probably isn't the shoe for you. For me, I like it. I kind of like that stability that the cushioning offers. I'm not really looking for a lot of trail feedback coming back through. In terms of comfort, it took me about 10 miles to break in the shoe. I don't know if that's typical, but keep that in mind, that you're going to need a little bit of a break-in period to get the shoe to kind of respond the way that you want, to get that cushioning just right. I would say this is a perfect shoe for anything around 10 miles or over. This isn't going to be a really fast shoe. Again, the Hoka Torrent was a really fast, light shoe, but it also broke down a lot quicker. I think you're going to get more miles out of this, but you're going to pay a little bit more for the weight penalty. In terms of pay, now that the Speedgoat 4 is out, you're probably going to see some deals going on with the Speedgoat 3, which is why I purchased it. I wouldn't say it's a cheap shoe, but you know, in terms of how expensive running shoes go, you might be able to find some good deals. Maybe, you know, $1.15, $1.20, somewhere in there. So I would say if you're looking for a good trail shoe that has a soft ride, that's going to last you quite a bit, this is going to be a great shoe. I would probably go back to the Torrents just because I'm looking for a lighter shoe, but I'm happy I got this shoe. Well, that does it for this review. That was the Hoka Speedgoat 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
We're on our way to find